who do we have joining us this afternoon?
Oh my God. Joining us today is one person who caused a cultural reset here in the
Oh,
Philippines
yeah.
because of his song, Say You Won't Let Go. Oh my God. Oh, so many feelings. All right. You know what? Without further ado, let's welcome to the monster, Mr. James
James
Arthur.
Arthur in the house.
Hello. How are you?
Hi,
Hello.
I'm good, James. How are
I'm
you, James?
good.
Where in the world are you? I know it's a weird question for most people, but for someone like you could be anywhere on the planet. Where are you right now?
I'm at home. I'm pretty much in my bedroom, to be honest. Here in the UK, yeah, just outside of London. Yeah,
Nice. We see your shoes in the background of it, so everyone watching live can see what you
yeah,
wear on your feet.
yeah. I've had a lot of comments about that. I might have to change that. It
No,
looks a bit like
I think it's great.
looks like I'm bragging with my shoe collection here. But I genuinely I love sneakers. You guys
Great.
probably call them.
Great. So James, the first thing we ask everyone that's been, that we interview here, especially during the last, feels like 3 years, but I guess the last year or so, is what have you been up to besides your music? What's been keeping you busy during all the lockdowns and the quarantines going on?
Well, I mean, the music has been keeping me very busy. To be honest, I built a studio here in my house, so I kind of took it. I took the opportunity to just work tirelessly on making as much music as I can possibly make. Because I wouldn't have ordinarily had the opportunity to focus solely on making music and writing songs. I'd normally be on tour. I was supposed to spend the whole of 2020 in America, pretty much. So yeah, I took the opportunity to make music, to kick off my acting career. I've been making some things, some kind of film stuff. Yeah, just trying to be as creative as possible, trying to get in shape, all that stuff. Same as everyone else. Running and going outside and doing as much walking as possible, all that kind of good stuff.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so we asked you before before we went on air about your streaming with FIFA. So how has that been going? I saw that you tweeted that you didn't get into Division 1, but how is the whole streaming life going for you?
It's good. It's like I just started doing it, and I'm learning how it all goes. And I mean, I've always loved playing FIFA and video gaming and stuff like that. And obviously during the lockdown, I did a lot of playing FIFA before. I talked about how productive I was with music, but for the first couple of months, I just sat around in my pants playing FIFA, really, to be honest. And I thought maybe I should like share this with my fans, and it's a good way to hang out with your fans, to engage with them. They get to see the best and worst of you. It's a very exclusive thing, I suppose, and you might get the odd little leaked song or something on there. So yeah, I've
Nice.
enjoyed it. We did get to Division 1. We almost won Division 1. We almost won it, but we missed out by one game, which was heartbreaking. Um, but yeah, I've
Maybe
been
next
enjoying
time.
it. But yeah, check out my Twitch channel if anyone wants to come and watch us lose in the final.
And yeah,
Speaking of your streaming on Twitch, I heard that you are actually planning to merge that with your music. You're planning a stream with some music coming up. How's that going? Is there any news on that?
Yeah, so for a little while, I've been wanting to do it for a little while, and I've been told that once I do the music thing, then my Twitch channel will really grow. Because at the moment, it's literally just me playing FIFA with a bunch of my friends, like a few degenerates. But there was like a whole copyright thing that we needed to make sure was okay. I think there was a whole copyright issue going on with Twitch. So that's been cleared now. So we're just figuring out a date when I can do a live stream, play some songs on there, and then hopefully that'll get everyone coming to watch my beloved Wallop United play some FIFA.
definitely. James, you speak very highly of your fans. Like you always feel like you always seem like you want to connect with them.
Yeah.
And if you can see, I'm not sure if you're on our channels right now. There are comments flooding in saying, "Oh my God, it's James Arthur! OMG!" And we just want to hear from you regarding your Filipino fans, because I'm sure you've heard this time and time again. When in 2016, "Say You Won't Let Go," it took over the country. I know you've probably been told this. It was at weddings, it was at malls, it was in every corner of the country, and the impact that it had was it was crazy. Have you? I mean, how do you feel about how your song, that song in particular, and your music in general, impacted the Filipinos here?
Well, I mean, it's a huge compliment. I know how much music and singing, especially, how important it is to the Filipino people. You know, to the culture. We're aware over in the UK like how amazing the singers are over there, and so to have you guys really yeah. honor me the way they did when I came over there and played shows over there. It was just amazing to see and to hear them sing my songs back to me. Yeah, it was just I was very honored, and I took it as a huge compliment because I know that they really support singers and music, and I can't believe that my music's reached that far. It's so far away from where I am. It's like the other side of the world. So it's just it's incredible.
Yeah, your last visit here was November of 2019, which
Yeah.
seems like ages ago.
Mhm.
But I remember one of our former DJs interviewed you, and you said that you were surprised by the amount of traffic here. I'm sure
Yeah.
that's something that you don't miss, though. Lately, I mean, you're mostly at home. But I guess our question to you is, what are some things that you have maybe learned to appreciate more because of everyone's at home? Is there something that
Mm.
you've really truly taken to heart? Maybe a life lesson that you would love to share with your fans?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think for me, just the fact that, and it might be a bit of a boring, simple answer. You might have heard it from a lot of artists already, but for me, I'd been going for a long time, just working and working, and never really taken a minute to reflect and to look at myself in the mirror and to ask myself those all important questions, or to address maybe traumas or whatever. And I think it's always good to check in, regardless of how busy you are, to check in with your mental health, and also to reach out to people that may be struggling. They may be going through a hard time, because I'm sure many people have struggled and had a tough time of it in this last year. I'm privileged that I'm able to work and able to do what I do, but many people are not. So yeah, I think I realized how important it was to connect and engage with people. Yeah, and we talk about this Twitch thing and stuff. Like, it seems like a very simple, minor thing, but if it makes someone's day, then it's worth doing.
I agree. I agree.
That's true. And of course, speaking of, your what you said about checking in on your mental health, we do know that you released a new song called Medicine. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that song?
Yeah, so Medicine was, I mentioned I made an album during the lockdown, from my house. It was the very first song that I wrote for the album. And it just was like, I think it was kind of like a love letter to the people, or to the things that lift you up and make you feel better in a dark time. So yeah, I just it's one of those songs where, like, I talk about going to a dark place and feeling like giving up, but appreciating the people that helped me through, and the things that helped me through. So it's a different direction in terms of music for me. It's a bit more rocky, bit more hip hop, bit more trap. It's kind of like if Post Malone met Blink-182 or something in terms of production, which is kind of what you can expect from the whole album. It's a bit more of a rocky type of an album.
Yeah, I mean, you did have a collaboration with Travis Barker, so I assume that you've taken inspiration from these artists that you work with. I mean, we played your song earlier with Sagala, which you actually dropped mid last year, give or take. So you've been busy in that on that front. But you said you've been making the album, but it hasn't released yet. So I don't know what you can say or what you can't say about this new album, but. Your first album was in 2013, then Back from the Edge came out in 2016, and then you came out in 2019. So just mathematically, James, it's every 3 years. Do we have to wait till 2022 to hear this new album drop, or is it coming this year?
No, this year. It's coming this year. And again, another blessing having this time to make music is it probably would have been the end of 2022, but we're getting it this year. and I'd like to release an album a year anyway. Once a year. I'd love to do that. So yeah.
Fantastic. And James, one of your songs, Trainwreck, actually re-entered the top 40 in the UK late last year because of TikTok. And I'm sure it's big there, but here in the Philippines, TikTok is crazy. Like everybody is on TikTok. We wanted to get your
Mhm.
thoughts on TikTok. Are you on TikTok or is
I
what's
am.
going on? All
I
right.
am. Well, because of Trainwreck, I'm on TikTok.
Oh.
Because Trainwreck, yeah, like people on TikTok, I guess, like used the song. It became a huge trend on TikTok, so it was cool because it allowed me to be a part of TikTok without having to do some kind of silly dance or something. Because I can't, I
So
can't,
there's
I got two left feet, so I can't really do that. But it's cool. It's cool that there's I don't know whether I would have been relevant on that platform had I not had this huge trend in Trainwreck. So I'm very grateful to the platform, and it's kind of cool because now I can just make music for TikTok, and that's my audience, and it's great.
Nice. And we have fans here
okay.
saying, "Please dance, James. Please dance." Will no, no, is that a hard pass?
Is that
Honestly,
not happening ever?
it's so weird with music. I've got all the rhythm, but my feet don't seem to have it. I don't know why.
Okay, okay.
All right, James, before we let you go, I just have to ask. I just have to ask about your cat. We know you have a cat, and his name is Archie, right? And I remember I saw you tweet just recently that everything
Hmm.
you do for Archie. So I just really want to know a little bit more about Archie. Is he one of the things that have lifted you up during this quarantine?
Yeah, I have two cats. One Archie and Bambi, and they are. Yeah, I love them. I love them. They're like my little children or something. Yeah, I love them. They do. To be honest, they. I mean, anyone who's got cats or pets knows how amazing they can be.
Mhm.
When you're feeling a little bit down in the dumps, when your cat comes over and gives you a little hug, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, and actually, you said that during this very difficult time, anything that you can find happiness in, whether it be your family, your friends, a significant other, or just playing video games, you've been trying to keep things positive, and so that's why you wrote Medicine. I mean, that's like the big message behind Medicine. So
Yeah.
before we play the song, we would love to invite you to give a message to your fans, well, all over the world, but here in the Philippines specifically, anything that you want to share with them, and of course, if you would love to tell us what what else you have coming up very soon in terms of your career, your music, maybe your acting, your streaming.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, first of all, I would just like to say a huge thank you to any Filipino fans that have followed me, whether it's been before X Factor or since X Factor or even since Say You Won't Let Go. I'm hugely grateful, and I can't wait to come back to the Philippines. Just the other day, with me and my management were talking about doing a tour back over there and going back over there and doing some more big shows, maybe some outdoor shows, which would be incredible. Yeah, just very excited to share my new album, my new music with you all, and yeah, and hope you stay on board and keep supporting my music. Thank you.
For sure. We look forward to seeing you here in
Definitely.
the Philippines. Please
Oh
come
my
back.
Yeah,
god.
We
let's do
promise the
it.
traffic won't be as bad. Oh, we can't promise that, but we
We can't
promise the
promise.
fans will
It's
be there for
fine.
you.
It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. I'll bear the traffic for the fans. It's okay.
Definitely, and we really hope to see you maybe in the Monster Studio. We hope to see you guys. We hope to see you soon, and we're looking forward to hearing more music from you this coming year. Thank you again for joining us and taking the time to join us. Say hello to Archie and Bambi for me,
I
and
will. I
thank
will.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
for
James.
joining us here on the Monster. Now,
Thank you, guys.
Monsters,
Appreciate it.
thank you,
Awesome.
thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Now, of course, it is time for us to play Mr. James Arthur's song, Medicine. You're tuned in right here on Manila's hottest monster, RX 93.1.
Good. Cool. Thank you again, guys.
Thank you so
Do I,
much, James. Pleasure
do I,
meeting you.